All right, so yesterday for writing, we started looking at these article excerpts from um, experts on whether civilians should be allowed to fly drones. So, you all said yesterday that you thought that civilians should be allowed to fly drones. And then we were looking at what experts had to say. So we looked at this first article, which we kind of summarized as saying that this article was talking about how it can be dangerous to airplanes, helicopters, because it interferes with communication. So maybe having guidelines. And this was an article that was against drones. And then this article was about how drones can help farmers check their plants, land, and animals, and it allows them to apply fertilizer and water their plants. So this article was for drones. And then this next article that we looked at was basically about talking how drones can be used to kill mosquitoes by spraying a chemical, and it was for drones. And then you all should have taken a note on what this excerpt was about. The reason why we do this is so that whenever you all go to write your actual opinion piece, you can quickly go through and see the notes and say, oh, this was the article about mosquitoes and how it's used to spray, a chemical to kill the mosquitoes. So that you don't have to completely read the whole article to be reminded about what it was about. You already have these notes here for you. Okay? So you should have summarized what this article was talking about and then whether it was for or against drones. So you are going to continue to look at the last two excerpts. So there's just two excerpts left, which is this one on Ian Weston, which is an executive director at the American Trauma Society. And you're going to quickly just briefly write down what this article is about and then whether it's for or against. And then same for this last article. Okay. So you're going to do that for those two excerpts. Just write a brief, it can be a note bullet of what this excerpt is about so that you can quickly be reminded, and then whether it's for or against. Because remember yesterday when I talked about how if I am against drones, I'm not going to use this article about how drones can be used to kill mosquitoes because this is for. And if I'm against, I'm not going to use this to support my reasons. Okay? So that's why we're writing for or against. Then, once you do that, if you have changed your mind and you are now against drones, you would go up here to your claim where you wrote yesterday civilians should be allowed to fly drones. And if now you are against drones, you're just going to change that word should to shouldn't. Okay? It's a real quick change to your claim, but make sure that your claim is in that format, which I'm pretty sure all of your alls were because you put it in that format yesterday when we copied down directly from the board. Okay? So it should say civilians and then either should or shouldn't be allowed to fly drones. And that's all you're doing. Okay? You're just changing your claim if you've changed your mind. And then having these two articles take notes on. And that's all you're doing for today. All right. So make sure that you complete those two assignments so that this doesn't get added to your must-do list for next week if it's not done. That way we can just mark that off and be done. And you all are ready for Thursday and Friday whenever you're going to do some on your own. Okay. So make sure that we are staying with it. We are working along pace. And that if you have any questions that you make sure to let me know.